Ladies and gentlemen, I am the reporter, the people, the man with a plan. Big Ray here to stay to talk some wrestling today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Raw 25, 2018. First and foremost, I want to ask you guys to please subscribe here at One Wrestling Video for all the greatest and latest content here in the world of professional wrestling with the legendary Bill Apter. I want to thank all the fans and friends here that are joining me here live here at OneWrestling.com. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am wearing the red polo. We are ready to go. My goodness gracious, did this show live up to its expectations? That is the name of the game here, ladies and gentlemen. And I got to be honest with you guys. And just to answer you guys, Bill Apter is basically he's not feeling too well tonight. Okay, and plus he's on assignment. He's on the road, so I'm actually covering Raw for him tonight, and I may be covering Raw from here on out. Bill will be covering, from what I know, Bill will be covering SmackDown from here on out. So I'll be covering Raw. Bill will be covering SmackDown. We're gonna take care of Impact Wrestling on OneWrestling.com as a written report. But anyway, let's jump into this, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to say hello to all my friends over from the Hami Media Group. Thank you for joining us here at One Wrestling Video at OneWrestling.com. And let's just jump into this show because there is a hell of a lot of show to talk about, guys. And who didn't have several drinks tonight? No, this is a diet drink. Again, I'm on that Stevie Richards fitness program. But thank you so much, guys, for joining me here. And again, we jump off this show with Shane and Steph in the ring, and Vince McMahon comes to the ring. Now, oh boy. Okay, so what basically I call this a Big Ray's Raw score. What are we talking about? Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is every single segment I'm going to score. I'm going to give it a score, okay? And then at the end of the show, I'm going to give you an all-around score of what I think, what I think, the entire show was. And again, the question is, was or did this show live up to the expectations? And I'm going to tell you at the end of the show. I'm not going to tell you right now. It's what we call a teaser. So let's jump right into this. We have Vince, Shane, Steph. Everybody's in the ring. Everybody's all holly jolly. I like the fact that Shane and Steph, they presented Vince with the whole plaque and everything like that. And I like the fact that Vince McMahon, I thought it was going to be all babyface, lovey-dovey, happy-go-lucky type of gimmick. But no, Vince McMahon did what he was supposed to do. Vince McMahon played the absolute heel, which led to Stone Cold Steve Austin coming to the ring. And I was disappointed in this segment. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. The reason why I was disappointed in this segment was very simple. Stone Cold didn't talk. Was it just me? I mean, guys, leave your comments here, and we have a bunch of people here in the comments in the comment boxes right now as we go along. We have 18 people watching, probably a little more of that at the end of this. But Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't talk. He didn't talk. I mean, that's what Stone Cold Steve Austin does best. Besides wrestling in the ring, he talks. What? No, we didn't get any of that. We didn't get. I mean, yes, we got a Stone Cold Stunner for Shane McMahon. We got two Stone Cold Stunners for Shane McMahon. Why didn't Steph get Stone Cold stunned? Oh, I guess we're not doing that anymore. But anyway, Vince McMahon gets the stunner. And I got to be honest with you guys, I was kind of nervous when I saw Vince get stunned. He's a lot older. Vince looks the age. I mean, still looks great for 95 years old. But other than that, Vince looks pretty damn good. But oh my goodness gracious, I got to be honest. I was extremely disappointed. But because of just for the nostalgia fact, just for seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin looking so good in the ring, just to have Shane, Steph, and Vince in the ring, and Vince did cut a good promo, in my personal opinion. I'm gonna give this opening segment a Raw score of 3. Now I'm going to be ranking everything 3 out of 1 to 5. I'm not going to give anything below a 1 unless it deserves it. I got to be honest with you guys. But right now we're at a Raw score of 3. So let's jump into the very first match. We have Absolution. We have Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville versus Alicia Fox and Nia Jax versus Asuka, Bayley, Mickie James. I mean, it was just a cluster of female talent in this ring. And basically, the finish goes where we have Sasha Banks winning with the bank statement, and then we have Asuka turning on all of her cohorts. Now, the match was not that great, in my humble opinion, and I thought they did a decent job at putting Asuka over, as a serious threat. But is it too little, too late for Asuka to get over? Is it too late? I mean, have they destroyed Asuka enough to say that she is not the monster? This is what Asuka should have been, in my humble opinion, from the minute she walked into the WWE. Now, maybe they're trying to rescue the situation, but she is my pick to win the Royal Rumble. But now seeing this, guys, I got to be honest with you guys. You know, usually when somebody goes out of the, when they go out on top, when they go into the big event, they usually don't win. Is Stephanie McMahon going to win the Royal Rumble? Oh, my God. Is she going to be in the Royal Rumble? Ronda Rousey, is she going to win the Royal Rumble? Is this going to be Asuka versus Ronda Rousey? I mean, really, guys, what do you think of Asuka eliminating all of her cohorts in this match? I got to be honest with you guys. This match combined with the segment of Asuka throwing everybody outside the ring, I just gave this a raw score of 2. I didn't think it was that great, to be brutally honest with you guys. And I want to welcome everyone here. Thank you guys for joining me here at OneWrestling.com, YouTube, /OneWrestling Video. We have Kurt Angle, who is talking to with the referee Dan Engler? How he can't afford another. And Jonathan Coachman rolls up. I mean, it was pretty. Hey, I got to tell you something. Jonathan Coachman, very underrated. I think this guy, I mean, I know he's working for ESPN right now, but, you know, ESPN is not, you know, necessarily doing the best right now. They are cutting jobs like crazy. Wouldn't you love to see Jonathan Coachman right now as maybe the lead commentator on SmackDown? I mean, I thought he was pretty damn good. I thought Jonathan Coachman was actually really, really good moving forward. You know, he says he's thrilled and honored being here, so on and so forth. But I got to be honest with you, Harvey Whippleman, it's cool to see Harvey Whippleman. We know he's a road agent for the WWE. And then we have the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi, who was there, who I absolutely popped for. I love the Brooklyn Brawler. But what a pop for Teddy Long. I mean, is there still a place for Teddy Long here in the WWE? This guy is still over, but of course, I love you. Who got the biggest pop of the night? Mr. Brother Love. Well, not the biggest pop of the night, but maybe the biggest pop of this segment. Brother Love came in. There was a little awkward moment between he and Coach going back and forth. Listen, they're talking about The Undertaker coming back tonight. We have Jim Ross and The King with a retrospective of The Undertaker. And I wanted to talk to you really quickly about The Undertaker. And I think 1,000 people, or maybe a couple of thousand people, have said this. You know, I interact with people every single day on Twitter at Big Ray Show, over here at OneWrestling.com, over at Hami Media. And the truth of the matter is that The Undertaker, in my humble opinion, should have just, when he lost to Brock Lesnar, that should have been it. And I know I'm regurgitating the same thing, but having him come back to face Roman Reigns, lose to Roman Reigns, and then they're talking about potentially having him come back at WrestleMania. I don't want to see that. Excuse me, guys. Why? Enjoy this libation. Yeah. Whoever watched the Matt Hardy live Facebook thing, that thing was pretty over. More over than what happened tonight, to be honest with you guys. But and I gotta agree with you. Let me see who this is. Panetta Entertainment. Undertaker was freaking pointless tonight. Wow, that's a pretty strong statement, but I got to be honest with you guys. I can't disagree too much. Yeah, no Mick Foley. I'm looking at the listen. Mick Foley apparently had a family vacation scheduled, and you know it's funny. Mick Foley actually said very, very publicly that, you know, why would I go back? I was literally fired by these people, which is actually absolutely true. And I agree, Paul. And again, I'm looking at the comments here. Paul Arzola, one of our good friends for a very long time. Yeah, absolutely. Undertaker versus John Cena should have definitely happened. That should have been the payoff. That should have been the passing of the torch with The Undertaker. But neither here nor there. The Undertaker is an absolute legend. Now, do you guys honestly think that The Undertaker's his mystique is being killed slowly by the WWE bringing him back over and over again? We're going to talk about The Undertaker a little later on, but we have the APA in the back, and I'm not going to break down every single segment with the APA playing backstage with the poker gimmick, but that was actually, it was okay. It was okay. I mean, you know, you pop for the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. That was actually pretty okay. You know, $1 Million Man, that's one guy. I got to be honest with you. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase is one guy. I did a video for Bill Apter. Actually, it's very funny. And maybe I posted one day, reposted that one wrestling video. It was actually when I my God, it was almost like 8 years ago, or maybe 9 years ago, when I started here at OneWrestling.com. I posted a video for Bill Apter. This is why I got the job here at OneWrestling.com. I did my top 5 wrestlers who should have won the WWF or WWE title at the time. And Ted DiBiase is definitely, I thought, in my humble opinion, one of the gentlemen that should have held the title. Would have been a great heel champion, even in the transitional point, you know, between, you know, Hulk Hogan's long reigns. I think Ted DiBiase should have definitely won the title. I mean, he was so over, they had to make him his old title. So let's really think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, vote Kane for mayor. Absolutely. Alan, Kane for president, possibly. I mean, fake news. Anyway, is what it is. We get a parade of authority figures. We get John Laurinaitis. John Laurinaitis. He came out. People power. I thought John Laurinaitis was there. Big pop for William Regal. Eric Bischoff. Holy cow. Eric Bischoff got an enormous pop. And I do follow his podcast, or the podcast that he did have. I mean, you know, he doesn't want to work with that guy over there and that other stupid website. But it is what it is. Danny O'Brien got a nice little pop. And I like the interaction between The Miz as he proceeds to interrupt the entrance. Why did I like this so much? Now, let me go back really quickly. Yeah, I didn't give that any Raw score. I like the fact that The Miz came out and interrupted this this grandiose, I guess, you know, gimmick with all the greatest. Hey, where the hell was Vicky Guerrero? I know she was a SmackDown general manager, but if you're gonna have freaking Danny O'Brien there, listen, Vicky Guerrero. Am I right, guys? I mean, please let me know here. I'm gonna read your stuff here. Yes, Matt Schaefer, I agree with you, but I can't say that here. Why wasn't Vicky Guerrero on this show? Vicky Guerrero had such a huge role. And was she the Raw general manager? I think she was for some time also. Vicky Guerrero was an excellent general manager. You can say what you want to say, excuse me, about her being annoying, about her whatever, the way she looks aesthetic. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's great. I think she did a great damn job as a general manager. And I see no reason why she shouldn't have been there, to be honest with you. And I think they should have paid tribute. I'm going to stop this really quickly as I have a little more of the libation. I think they should have paid tribute to former WWF president Jack Tunney. He was there. He was there. And I know it's 25 years of Raw, but you're talking about all of the general managers, all the great general managers, and I really do think, hey, what's up, Andre? Can-Am brother from the North is here as well. Yeah, I think they should have paid tribute to President Jack Tunney, who was there during the early years into Raw, and then, you know, obviously he was taken out. He was gone. Gorilla Monsoon would later become the president, I guess, of the WWE or whatever. But yeah, man, Vicky Guerrero, I definitely think she should have had. Man, she should have definitely been part of this. She was a very special part of the WWE/WWF at the time. All right, we're back at the Manhattan Center. And listen, guys, I got the Stooge report here. Okay, and I'm not going to really delve into it, but apparently people at the Manhattan Center were not very happy because apparently a lot of people paid a lot of money to be there live at the Manhattan Center. They weren't necessarily happy with the product that they received. I'll let you guys go to the dirt sheets to see the Stooge report on that, but I'm just letting you guys know right off the bat, this is the truth. This is what I'm hearing. And I do have a couple of friends that were there live. And anyway, I couldn't be there because it is what it is. Anyway, back at the Manhattan Center, and we have Howard Finkel. And he introduces The Undertaker. And Bill Apter made a good point to me. Why did the lights not go out for The Undertaker, but they went out for Bray Wyatt? I mean, I agree. And Taker cuts a promo, and Taker talks about all his past victims, so on and so forth. And they go, "Oh, rest in peace." No tribute to Paul Bearer. No mention of Paul Bearer. Why? I mean, did I miss it, guys? Were there any mentions of Paul Bearer? Possibly one of the greatest managers in the Attitude Era. I mean, this guy had a huge role in the Attitude Era, bringing Kane in. He was managing for a short time Mankind. I mean, The Undertaker. I mean, Paul Bearer was a huge part, and nothing Not even a mention of Paul Bearer. And of course, yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, dig it. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, I love all these comments, guys. Thank you for watching here. So listen, to be honest with you guys, I'm gonna humbly say, it's very hot here, so excuse me. I'm gonna humbly say that this segment with The Undertaker was just, in my humble opinion, like a carny gimmick. They just brought him out. They brought out the strong man. They brought out the bearded lady to get a pop from the crowd, which I gotta be honest, the crowd popped at first, but I mean, what was he saying? Is he saying that he's coming back? What was this all about? This was pointless, in my humble opinion. And just because it was The Undertaker, I didn't give it a 1. I gave this segment a raw score of 2. Yes, unfortunately, The Undertaker gets a raw score of 2. And thank you. Yes, absolutely. Who was it that said that here? Alan Bennett. Yes, Paul Bearer should have absolutely been mentioned. Anyway, and Raw 1000. You know what? I can't say your whole name. It's DBZ, a fan for life, if I'm correct. And yes, absolutely. I think Raw 1000 was so much better than this. But anyway, guys, let's move on to probably one of the highlights of the night for me. Roman Reigns versus The Miz. This was fun. I enjoyed. And if you guys follow me on Twitter at Big Ray Show, if you guys follow me on Facebook, I've been saying this all day. I've been saying this when I'm doing my last review. I said this on Hameen Media, on the Locker Room, and also big shout out to Ben Hameen, my boys up there, Stevie Richards, Greek God Papa Don, Big Sal, Billy Ray Valentine, the Professor, Travis Volts, Tommy Wonder, all you guys. Thank you so much, Rick Vickery, Mike Jargo. I mean, all you guys, Greg Moron, I love your name. But anyway, I've been saying that The Miz was going to win the Intercontinental title tonight. I thought it was going to happen. I thought it should happen. I said that if it didn't happen, I would give this a raw score of freaking under 1. Straight up. Straight up. I would have gave it a 1. But I didn't. I didn't give it a 1. This was done extremely well. I mean, the Miztourage did exactly what cronies are supposed to do. They interfered. They got thrown out of the damn match. All right, first, let me rewind a little bit. First and foremost, the Miz kicking out of the Superman punch was epic. It made the Miz look strong. When he got hit with the Superman punch, I gotta be honest, I almost cried. I got upset. I said, oh my God, the Miz is going to lose this match. The Miz is going to lose. But no, he kicked out of the Superman punch, which is a big deal, guys. I don't know how much you guys don't understand how big. Oh, hold on. Andre Corbeil says the Superman punch should result in automatic disqualification. Maybe if it was the rules back in the 80s where you couldn't use a closed fist. I mean, now you can actually choke someone out. I think the pro wrestling world has moved into that world of mixed martial arts where you can legitimately choke somebody out. I think Taz brought the Kaja Hajime into the world of professional wrestling, which is basically a chokehold, which has become accepted in the world of professional wrestling. So kayfabe talking, a closed fist is not an automatic disqualification, my brother. So my Can-Am brother from the North, please check him out at Title Match Wrestling. He's awesome, Andre Corbeil. But yeah, absolutely. This was great. The fact that, and then yes, you had Roman Reigns kicking out of the skull crushing finale. Now check this out. While the cronies get thrown out of the match, they're still ringside. Okay, while all this is going on, in the corner of your eye, you see the Miz, who is absolutely awesome. Okay, he's removing the turnbuckle, and I'm like, oh my God, the Miz is gonna win this one. Is he? The Miz gonna? And the Miz actually trips, or he tosses Roman Reigns headfirst into the exposed turnbuckle, hitting the skull-crushing finale. The Miz wins via pinfall and takes the Intercontinental Championship. Guys, I gave this a raw score of 5. I was so happy with this, man. Big Ray should win the Royal Rumble, dude. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. If I take a bump over the top rope, I'm done. I'm 41 years old, brother. It ain't gonna happen. But absolutely. Hey, Matt, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you here, my friend. Now, here's the deal. This is my fear. Now, I picked my dark horse to win the Royal Rumble. Let's talk about this really quickly because the Royal Rumble is right around the corner. This is the go home show terrible go-home show. But anyway, this is the go-home show for the Royal Rumble. Hopefully SmackDown's a hell of a lot better. Who do you think is going to win this thing? Now, a lot of people will say, and I think this is going to be a swerve, because a lot of people think, oh, Roman Reigns, he dropped the title. Disco Inferno should have been on Raw 25. That would have been fun, John Bryan. That would have been fun to see Disco for Disco Fever all the way. Bring back the Can-Am Wrestling show. Oh, God, I hope. That would be awesome. That would be fun. Maybe in a different platform. Anyway, listen. People think that because Roman Reigns dropped the Intercontinental title, he's automatically going to win the Rumble. I don't think so, guys. I'm going to stick with this, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy. See, if Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, how many high-definition televisions are going to be smashed? How many high definitions are going to have a freaking plant? What do you call those gimmicks that you hold the plant in a pot thrown at the television? Maybe somebody's 2-year-old child thrown into the television. I mean, don't do that, guys. That's terrible. Don't throw your children into the television. But people, I mean, those videos, those viral videos of people getting so upset when Roman Reigns came out at number 30, that was awesome. But the truth is, I believe Roman Reigns may still come out at number 30, but I don't think he's going to win. Guys and gals, I honestly think that Baron Corbin is going to win this. You guys think I'm absolutely crazy. Yes, the man with the most awesome skullet since Hulk Hogan, I think, is going to take this Royal Rumble. Leave your comments here. I want to see who you guys think is going to win this Royal Rumble and absolutely why. I don't think it's going to be Roman Reigns, guys. You may think it will be. I don't think it's going to be. Anyway, MVP, Montavious, whatever Porter, is backstage, and he looked a little old. Hold on, John Bryan. Hulk Hogan should win the. Let me tell you something, brother. I've been to the mountaintop, dude. I've lifted giants above my head, brother. Hulk Hogan is too old to win the Rumble, dude. Hulk Hogan will break a hip, brother. It's just the truth. I'm just telling you. How's that Hulk Hogan, by the way? Not bad. MVP. Wow. After all that he's been through with the WWE, and again, this, I live in Manhattan, and the heat here is fantastic. It's not that hot outside, so I'm sweating it like a pig. But anyway, MVP, who did a stint in Impact Wrestling, did a stint in Japan. Yeah, man. Wait, nobody talking about Owens winning the Rumble. Paul. Yeah, there's a possibility that Owens may win the Rumble. Listen, guys, I think it's going to be one or two people. I think it's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura, or I think it's going to be Baron Corbin. But I'm going with Baron Corbin. I'm going with the dark horse. WWE has a tendency, guys, listen really closely, has a tendency of doing the what the F moments, where they take somebody out of the blue, okay, somebody who they want to push. Remember, guys, Baron Corbin is a favorite of The Office, okay? No matter what you guys think, he's a favorite of The Office. They may put him over to win this damn thing. Anyway, it was good to see MVP back on WWE. He looks a little older, but MVP was a huge part of SmackDown, actually, to be honest with you guys. But it was still cool to see him back there. Anyway, we have the Peep Show oh wait, did I give this a Raw score? Yes, Raw score 5. Okay. So anyway, we have the Peep Show with Christian and his guests Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. This was a cool segment. This was pretty good. Not great, but good. And I am becoming an absolute fan of Jason Jordan. Excuse me. Who doesn't love Jason Jordan? I mean, Jason Jordan he's a heel, man. And what do you got to do with a heel? You have to hate the heel. And he is smug. He is arrogant. He is a daddy's boy. I freaking love this kid. The kid has everything. Good looks, great in-ring skill. He has everything. And when he finally comes out and says, "You were never my father," to Kurt Angle, all I have to say is, I told you so. I'm getting a text message right now from Billy Ray Valentine. Big shout out to Billy Ray Valentine. Billy Ray Valentine, yes. Austin super over. Are you talking about Austin Idol? Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay, very cool. Anyway, the Bar makes the entrance because they are the Bar. And anyway, long story short, everything breaks down. And Seth Rollins ends up, you have Jason Jordan holding Cesaro, and Seth Rollins hits his own tag team partner with the knee in the face. I mean, this is like pro wrestling 101. when it comes to booking. You know this team's going to eventually break up. You know Jason Jordan's going to turn on his tag team partner. The minute they lose the tag team titles, there will be an epic feud between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. And eventually, again, guys, I think by WrestleMania time, Jason Jordan will announce that he is not the son of, okay, Billy Ray Valentine. Show was not great. I agree with you, buddy. Jason Jordan will announce that he is not the son of Kurt Angle. Anyway, backstage. And by the way, this segment got a raw score, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll. I don't have a drum roll. You have a drum roll, Carl? Carl's the cameraman, guys, by the way. That's the guy that holds the camera. Steady hand of OneWrestling.com. Give it up for Carl. Thank you for doing some overtime tonight. This got a 3. It was a solid segment. Well done. Pro Wrestling 101. I enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. Alexa Bliss backstage interviewed about the Women's Royal Rumble, and she says she's going to be the champ going into WrestleMania. And anyway, long story short, she's interrupted by Charlotte Flair, and holy Christ, Charlotte Flair is a freaking giant next to Alexa Bliss. I was shocked. By the way, Alexa Bliss, I don't know if any of you guys know this or any of you girls know this, but I'm gonna make it public right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am engaged to Alexa Bliss. Yes, she said yes, and we will be getting married, but she won't be able to say it for the next 20 years. It's just part of the contract. But it is what it is. Charlotte Flair, Rick Vickery's Shar. If anybody knows Rick Vickery, that is that's his wife. Apparently, they're married as well. Anyway, it's a friend of ours here at OneWrestling.com and Hummy Media. Wow, she is huge. She came out with her daddy, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! I can't do Ric Flair for crap. Billy Ray Valentine's gonna give me crap for this. But anyway, they go back and forth and so on and so forth. Charlotte Flair, you know, with her dad, it was cool. I gave this a raw score of 2. Nothing big. Now, this is a segment that we're moving along quickly. Oh my goodness. This hold on. Pantella Entertainment. You're married to Liv Morgan. Well, congratulations. Good for you. Wonderful. Wonderful. This segment coming up is absolutely not wonderful. I'm going to pause here. Your computer's not frozen. This was the drizzling. Anyway. And why would you give away this Royal Rumble-esque match free on television? You have Bray Wyatt versus Woken Matt Hardy. No Vanguard 1, no Brother Nero, no Queen Rebecca, no Senor Benjamin, no freaking Baby Maxwell, no Baby Wolfie, no babies, nothing. You give this away on free television for nothing. I don't even want to give the damn finish of this match, to be honest with you guys. And I wish I did have alcohol right now. I was absolutely upset. No Sister Abigail. This was a moment that they could have used. Even if you're bringing freaking Vanguard 1 to freaking fly in and distract Bray Wyatt as Matt Hardy gets the pin. Come on. Are you serious? You give this away on free television. Matt Hardy loses too. Are you serious? Woken Matt, WWE, excuse me. The best thing you've done with Broken Matt Hardy or Woken Matt Hardy is let him do that Facebook Live gimmick. I was absolutely upset about it. Like, I don't usually do a lot of rants here at OneWrestling.com. This was terrible. This got a raw score of 1. You don't give away this. No build. Moving into the are they going to have a match in the Royal? Who's going to care? What? Because maybe Broken Matt Hardy won 1, Bray Wyatt won. Oh, so now we're going to break the tie over here at Royal Rumble. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody. Does anybody here care? Please tell me, guys. Does anybody care? Please. I'm looking at your comments here. Does anybody care about Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt? They absolutely destroyed this character. The people who have written for Days of Our Lives, for Mr. Belvedere, for Family Ties, whatever the hell show you guys are watching, The Big Bang Theory now, whoever's writing for the WWE, you guys have absolutely destroyed. I don't want to hear anything about Woken Matt Hardy having full control over his character, because that is absolute B freaking S. And this was a travesty, and this got me upset. This was terrible. Not wonderful, terrible. so upset right now. Anyway, then we move on. We got a parade of the greatest women superstars. Really? Of Raw? No Lita? All right. So we get the Bella Twins. We get Maurice. We get Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly? One of the greatest Raw superstars? What about what's her name? Gimmick with the long legs. Oh my God, I can't. Hey, sir, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, no King Maxwell. What was the name of the young lady? Keebler. No, Stacy Keebler. Are you kidding me? I gotta be honest with you, Jacqueline looked fantastic. Tori Wilson was there. She looked great. Michelle McCool looked fantastic. Terry Reynolds looked fabulous. Maria Kanellis looked great. She got that glow too. No Lita. No Stacy Keebler. Am I missing anybody, guys? I mean, there are a bunch of people that should have been on this. The greatest of all. Kelly Kelly? Really? This got a Raw score of 1. This was freaking awful. Yes, I scored this. Back from commercial, ladies and gentlemen, we get Elias. And who wants to walk with Elias? I do. I want to walk with Elias. This was one of my very favorite segments of the evening as well. Yes. You know what? Who is this? Santiago 316. No Medusa. Thank you for mentioning this, my friend. No Ivory. Oh my God, Ivory. How easy is this? What is Ivory doing right now? What is Medusa doing right now? Hello? Are you guys serious? Unbelievable. Anybody have... Carl, do you have any... The back? All right. Anyway, listen. Thank you for mentioning this to me. Why the hell was Medusa not there? Medusa pretty much had one of the biggest moments in pro wrestling history, dumping that title in the garbage. I know they put her in the WWE Hall of Fame, but part of me, no Sable, no Victoria. Guys, keep going. Keep going. I just can't. No Beth Phoenix. You're right. Oh my gosh. You know what? I can't. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm gonna walk with Elias right now, guys. I'm gonna walk with Elias. We're gonna walk with Elias, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna walk. What, Stevie Richards Fitness? Look at this. Anyway, back from commercial, we have Elias, and he gets in the ring, and before that, we have Elias backstage with Chris Jericho, and he was put on the list. That was actually pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Chris Jericho is just the best of the best. This Raw 25 couldn't have been a Raw 25 without the great Chris Jericho. And my God, everybody was calling. The beach ball was totally over. By the way, the fans actually hated the fact that the beach. What am I talking about? There was a beach ball, and apparently a security guard take it. Why do they take the beach balls, guys? Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, he was called an a-hole. And John Cena puts it over as an apple. That was pretty funny. That was cute. Got to keep it PG. But anyway, I love this segment. Because when you saw Elias, who took John Cena out, standing over possibly one of the greatest sports entertainers in WWE history, in John Cena, Elias looked like a star. I expected John Cena to hit his 5 moves of doom, to hit his 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me. Hold on. I expected that to happen, but no. Elias with the whole honky tonk gimmick. No honky tonk man. No, I'm sorry. All right, let me stop complaining. And he hits him with the guitar. Stiff shot, by the way. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful segment. I thought this was great. I love the fact that that they made Elias look strong here, guys. Elias is the future of this business. Not him in particular, but this guy is so over. He's put himself over. Smashing the guitar over John Cena's back. Is this going to be John Cena? I was talking to Bill Apter, and Bill Apter thinks that it's going to actually be a setup for Elias versus Chris Jericho at the Royal Rumble. What would you guys like to see more? Would you guys like to see? Because John Cena is probably going to be in the Royal Rumble match. So I assume if Chris Jericho is not still wrestling at New Japan Pro Wrestling, which again, Chris Jericho could do whatever the hell Chris Jericho wants to do, because the truth is Chris Jericho is no Steve Blackman. I can't say your name. BX Luchjogor. No, I can't spell. I'm sorry, guys. Hooked on phonics. But yes, no Steve Blackman. I'm freaking believing. No, hey, no Ken Shamrock. What the hell is he doing? Anyway, just saying. No, they made this. They made Elias. No Al Snow. I think Al Snow is not in the favor of the WWE. I don't know. Maybe potential. I'm just saying. Everybody wants a little head. Just